Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back to the Art of Awesomeness podcast. This is episode 6. I'm your host, Christian Caito, also joined by your also host, Adrian Kiswani. Adrian, thank you for joining, lad.
What's up, mate? Sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you because we're Christian. All right. First point, first thing to make. We have some important business to take care of.
We do have the first order of
business. It is.
Oh, wait. Wrong national days.
Happy National Bunt Day. Bunt pan?
Bunt pan?
Bunt pan? Is that
you want me to look that up?
Okay. Why not? Wait, we got time.
Let's figure this out.
I'm always scared this isn't recording.
It's recording. I can see it.
It is recording. Dang it. I don't want my wallpaper. It is recording. Ooh.
Okay.
Fancy.
All right. Let's see here.
Oh, so it is bunt cakes.
Bunt
but
cakes.
The pan. They're talking about the pan in specific.
Got it. Okay. Well, hey. If you like bunt cakes, eat to your heart's content.
Yeah, I mean, good job to the pans that do it. Happily National Philanthropy Day.
Philanthropy.
So go out and do some philanthropizing.
Do that.
Help people build something
right now.
Smile while you're doing it.
Like, seriously.
Do it.
Go do it.
Happy National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day.
No. Next, National Spicy Hermit Cookie Day. Actually,
so,
back to the whole refrigerator thing. Hold on.
Wow, you just like to bring up old memories, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Let's talk about this, Adrian. Why don't you like to clean out your fridge?
Well,
what's wrong with your fridge?
Because there's nothing in it. No reason to clean it.
They have no reason to clean it up. Bam,
yeah.
Positive.
Bam. I'm joking. Yeah. What's next?
Hermit Day. I think that's like
Spicy
if you put a
Hermit
crab
Cookie Day?
in a cookie. Happy National
Spicy?
Hermit Day.
Are there? Wait.
Hey,
hold on.
crabs. Oh, it is a cookie.
Yeah, it is a cookie.
So is there crabs in it?
Is it spicy?
Or autumn spices?
We leave that for you to decide.
Are there crabs in the cookies? We'll find out when we eat one.
I'm kind of alright
Never.
with that.
National Raisin Bran Cereal Day. I love Raisin Bran.
Same here.
Just kidding. I don't like Raisin Bran.
Really?
You actually like Raisin Bran?
I do like it. Yeah. But you know what I used to do is I used to like pour it out like just the dry cereal, and I used to sift through it and just take out all of the raisins and throw them away, and then just eat the bran.
What happened to like Captain Crunch or Cheerios?
I've actually never had Captain Crunch.
What about Crave, Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles, Cocoa
usually,
Pebbles, Lucky Charms, Rice Krispies?
I don't know. I eat what you call it? Grape nuts. If I eat cereal, it's mostly grape nuts or whatever.
Grape nuts?
Grape nuts.
Is that a cereal?
Yeah. To anyone who knows what grape nuts are, they're like these like little rocks almost that you
grape
eat.
nuts.
Grape nuts. They're not from grapes and they're not nuts. So
I don't really know. I feel like I'm being tricked here. Do they have toys in their boxes?
No.
Wow. Is it from Kellogg?
I don't know.
Wow. Well,
one more.
Happy National America Recycle Day. That's great. The one day we can at least feel good about helping our planet.
Yes.
Well, except for Earth Day. I mean, good job. We actually made a day for that.
Yeah, for the Earth. So you can celebrate what you're standing on.
Yeah.
At all times.
You know,
if you want to recycle. Oh wait, dang it! Did we say the same thing?
We did say the same. You said it first. Go say it.
Did I? Okay.
I did a majority.
No, I thought you said it first.
And action.
Okay. Well, America Recycles Day. Go out and recycle if you want to, but if you don't. Okay. So moving on.
Okay. Wow, that was fast. All right. We have some very important business to also take care of. We're referring to our very descriptive outline.
It's very up to date.
Yes. Yeah, it is. Extremely.
Yeah.
Adrian.
What's up?
So it's November 15th.
It is November 15th.
November 15th. Holidays are coming up. You know, Thanksgiving. If you don't celebrate it, I mean, it's still autumn.
Turning 19.
Adrian is turning 21. Just kidding. 18. He's turning 18. And here's the thing. If Campos is watching this, he knows I don't have a significance if I turn 19. 19 and 20, they're the nothing years. 18 years. You're an adult. 18.
I call them the suffering years.
Yeah, 19, the suffering
20.
years.
Yeah, suffering years.
Can't do anything 19, 20. 18, you're turned to an adult. 21, you're 21, you can drink, gamble, whatever you want.
Yeah.
But I'm turning 19. That's not significant. This guy is turning 18. He's going to be an adult on, would you like to say which day, Adrian?
No, I'm just gonna leave.
November.
No.
20.
No.
Finish it.
23rd.
23rd.
Dang it.
Magical day.
Magical day. The day that I was introduced to the world.
And more on that episode. More on that on another episode. How
Yeah.
are children made? We have 2 theories about that. One of them involves a bird.
And one of them also involves Captain Crunch cereal. Yeah. That's what you get in the box.
Right. Yeah. More on that on the Christmas episode. All right. Adrian Kiswani.
Yeah, today we're talking
birthdays.
about what? Gratitude?
Talking about gratitude.
That's the main one.
Being
I think we
thankful.
wanted to get out of the way.
And just having that attitude, cultivating that attitude of appreciating the finer things around you.
Yeah, like
So,
taking a moment. I
Yeah.
suppose.
So, Adrian, gratitude, appreciation.
Yes.
Thoughts?
Well,
Why?
we talked about this. I mean, we've talked about this a bit in the previous podcast, just being thankful for what you have. But I think that, oh yeah,
I'm just checking. Sorry, don't let me interrupt.
I think that during this month, but I mean, it shouldn't really be limited to a month. I think that just throughout the year, throughout your days and life, you should usually. I think it's beneficial to take moments to appreciate little things, count blessings, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you had something that you did for this. You would write down things that you were thankful for in a day and just kind of write it out. And I think that's beneficial to kind of look back at, you know, just maybe the little things that you might have missed on the day-to-day grind, you know, and, you know, just to kind of pause for a moment and reflect on that. You know, and obviously this month gives us a clearer opportunity to do that. But I mean, you know, that really should be a more daily practice, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you're talking about the one where every day I wrote down 3 things.
Yeah,
that one? Yeah, that one on my Instagram post, there's a profile that I follow that just posted like these little experiments to do. And one of them was for 3 weeks, 21 days. The first thing in the morning, whether it's on your phone or a notepad or whatever, you write down 3 things that you're grateful for. And it doesn't have to be too heavy or serious, like breathing or being alive, those things. But it could just be like the smaller things. Like, I'm grateful that I have good influences in my life, or I'm grateful that this works.
Yeah.
Just even the smallest things. But the trick of that is that you condition your mind for 3 weeks, and hopefully that becomes a little bit more towards habit building, where it comes to a point where you start to find things to be grateful for, and that just ultimately I think makes you happier. So try that if you want.
Yeah, I think that generally speaking, because this is coming out halfway through the month. I mean, you know, pretty much dead center.
Right. Yeah.
And so, you know, month of November, getting into the holiday season and stuff like that. Generally, things can ramp up. Obviously, it's a bit different with the whole coronavirus thing going.
Yeah.
But you know, even so, I think that sometimes people can get a little too wrapped up in the hustle and bustle. You know, I think I think it can benefit everybody to kind of, just going back what I said, take a minute to breathe. I guess take a minute to appreciate smaller, finer things, like, I don't know, like for example, school. If you're grateful that you have a good school that you go to, maybe appreciate the finer things that you have at that school. You know, just kind of go a bit deeper into it. And I think when you start laying out the things that you're grateful for on a larger scale, you know, you start looking at life in a more appreciative way overall. You might think, oh, I never thought, you know, that way before about, you know, anything. So just simple practices like what you said. I think we've talked about this before, but just writing it down, you know, is a good help.
It kind of ties into your journaling thing, right? Do you do that when it comes to journaling, or?
I journal whatever, you know, so that can be something that I'm grateful for or not grateful for. But I mean, either way, you know, journaling helps. But I think that, with Thanksgiving coming up, it's going to be really different with everything going on with COVID and stuff like that. Do you have any plans as far as that goes with your family? Or? Well,
I just realized this is our first Corona Christmas, right?
Corona Christmas,
Corona Thanksgiving. If you had Corona holidays, to be more neutral.
Right.
But
Christmas.
What do we usually do on Thanksgiving? Typically, my grandparents will come down, or I'll go up there in Santa Barbara, and we'll just have a feast. And we'll just hang out there, and we'll just hang out the house.
You said that your last Thanksgiving was really nice.
Yes, it was at my grandma Jones's house, and it was before coronavirus and everything, when we were like, things are gonna be like this way, forever. And I really like that because that was the first Thanksgiving that I spent at my stepdad's mom's house. Because at her house. Yeah. And what I really liked about it was they're awesome grandpa. If you guys are watching this, hi grandma, grandpa, love you guys. What I liked about their place was they had their side of the family over to kids, teenagers, and the whole thing. Yeah. But we just had a great time. We had food and I think the adults are watching football. But what we did that really stood out to me was, because I don't know most of these people personally, because this was probably the first time I met some of them.
Some of your relatives, like more distant or something like that? Yeah,
exactly.
Know what you mean.
But we did this game in the garage because that's where we ate, because it was a big family. We ate in the garage, and then my grandma Jones, she walked around with a hat, and in the hat had a bunch of all the names from the people that were in the garage that came to the party. And what you do is you pick out a name, and then you read, say what you're grateful for, like I'm grateful for you, blah blah blah, or just be open. And that was really your chance to show appreciation for them. And it was a really interesting experience just seeing how the change from these people, these family members, going from these fun loving and just super energetic people that care about you so much, and how when the time comes for them to be serious or to show how much they appreciate the other person, their vibe just changed completely. Like you could tell some people were tearing up. The
room just sort of changed.
Yeah, it's like, wow, because we've never done that on my mom's side of the family. It was always, when we did meet up, it was just, eat food. It was just a regular Thanksgiving. We never did anything
like to really like slow down.
Yeah, that's the same thing you were talking about, or a little bit what you were talking about in the beginning.
It's just a lot of gratitude comes from just a slower pace, I think.
Yeah,
because that's really all it takes, is for you to just take enough time to look at something for what it is in a more appreciative way. I mean, you can't. It's really hard. You can, but it's hard to do it when you're under either a lot of pressure, A, or B. Life is just going at just a crazy breakneck speed.
Too fast. Yeah. So what you said, like being able to pump the brakes. It's like what Ferris Bueller said.
Ferris Bueller.
Life go by so fast. If you don't stop around and take a look, you're gonna miss it.
You're gonna miss
Something
it, man.
like that. But that's what we typically do. That was a good Thanksgiving. Adrian started talking about family traditions.
Yeah.
What's going on? Fill us in under the Kiswani Casa. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Well, generally speaking, I guess Thanksgiving wise, I remember there was one Thanksgiving in particular that was pretty nice. One time, my neighbors right next door, they're
do you guys hear that?
Yeah, I think they do.
That's Adrian's.
Oh God. Oh Myra. What when she grows older, she's gonna like hear that. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, we're just gonna move past that. I'm grateful for my sister, but yeah, my next door neighbors, their mom, and my next door neighbor's wife. She works in a hospital and stuff like that. For cancer patients, I think it is.
These ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, but she was gone on Thanksgiving. She wasn't at home, so they couldn't celebrate it with her. So we just invited them over so that they could kind of have the Thanksgiving with us, so they could celebrate it with some more people.
That's cool. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So we, that was nice that we were all able to sort of like sit around and do that. So I think in that moment, because that was when I was young too. I mean, that was a few years ago. Mm-hmm. So to be able to kind of just sit there with the other kids and stuff like that, and kind of be able to provide that sort of level of camaraderie, that was, even as a young kid, that was a nice feeling to know that you can have that effect by just sort of doing a small gesture like that, like inviting someone over for dinner. Your impact can be a lot more, I think, than you think most of the time.
Because that's actually a great example of inviting other people, even if they're not family, direct like blood relatives. Yeah. Coming, because I think that's really what it's all about, right? Inviting loved ones.
Yeah, breaking bread with people. I mean, it doesn't have to be necessarily your kin or anything like that. It can be really anyone who you feel is deserving of that camaraderie. I think that having that mentality especially can not only open a lot of doors for you, but it can make you I think a better person over time, because it teaches you more so about other people. Maybe you can understand more about your neighbor that day than you would just talking to them over the fence or something like that. Just little things. It doesn't have to be anything like grand scale. I think that's one of the main points, is that gratitude doesn't have to be on this huge, enormous scale. It can really be like a downgraded, like, just, oh no, I'm thankful for this little thing.
Yeah, that's often the most meaningful.
Yeah, because what happens is those stack up. You get enough of those little gratitudes, and you keep stacking them up every day, like 3 every day. I mean, that adds up after a while, and you can look back, oh wow, I have a lot to appreciate. So
wow.
that's
a good story. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
you never told me that before.
Yeah.
Why didn't you invite me?
Because you were.
That's it. This is over, Mister.
You were with your family.
Oh.
Yeah.
Family.
I think
Since
so.
when is Thanksgiving about family? Wow. JK, Adrian, that was cool. You're talking about the Filipino Asian ones?
Yeah.
The ones that you went camping with? Or not camping. I mean, you guys went to the snow one time.
Yeah, we went to snow. That was fun. That was actually a really cool experience, because that was the first time I ever saw snow.
The first time?
Yeah, that was the first time I saw snow. I think I was like a freshman or sophomore, and I had never seen snow before in person. I was like, man, I really want to see what this stuff is like. So we went up there. Oh, it's hecka cool. Yeah, so we went up there, and we
turned up.
I mean, we did everything I think you can imagine in snow. I mean, what did I do? I think I tried burrowing like a hole into the snow and like seeing if I could like hide out in it. Yeah.
That's while everyone else is making snow angels and snowballs.
Yeah, actually, no, people were making snow angels. I was trying to like make a cave. I was trying to make like an underground, because everyone's like, guys, let's build like this fort, this above ground. I'm like, I'm gonna build it under. So I was just trying to make this.
Adrian.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna happen with your kids. Snow day. I'm gonna go to your house and like, hey, where is everyone? There's gonna be a bunch of holes everywhere.
My kids.
Like,
watch. They're gonna be like, Uncle Christian, what happened to all the kids?
What are you doing?
Oh,
Come down with us.
Yeah.
Adrian. Snow. So you're great. Are you grateful that you've had that experience? Let's talk about things we're grateful for now.
Yeah. Well, definitely grateful.
Top
for
5
snow.
things. Snow?
Ooh, top 5.
Okay, maybe.
What are your top 5 things? Or I guess, how do you want to go about this?
Okay, are we talking about? Well, we kind of already did this. We was talking about the most important. I think just things in general. First things that come to our head.
I feel like isn't that the priority list that we did? Like God, family, friends.
Yeah, this one will just be like random.
Yeah, those are the big ones. So I think people already know that. God, family, friends, work. School, whatever. So hobbies. I mean, what are some of the? I guess since we're talking about the smaller things in life, what are some small things that are like every day in life that typically people see as mundane that you're very thankful for?
I'm appreciative of? Should I try speeding it right now since we only have like 30 seconds?
If you want to try, we can just go to the intermission and come back.
All right.
To it.
Oh yeah, intermission. And then we're going to come back.
We'll come back to this intermission in a second, and we'll talk about the little things in life that we're thankful for.
The little things with big meaning.
Enjoy the intermission.
Grooving, eh? Oh yeah, fire that in there.
All right.
And we're back from the intermission. Woo! If you can't see us, we are sorry about that. But
it's better this way. This is actually a solution towards a problem that we thought was a problem, but
it's not really. See, here's the thing. This is a problem in some respects because we don't have the visuals to go along with the audio. But this also allows us to record for a bit longer, so you guys can enjoy more content. So we do apologize that you can't see us right now. I'm probably gonna edit and put some just some images of us so you guys can look at something
like baby photos, just baby with headphones. We're thankful for your patience.
Yeah, but hopefully by next episode we shouldn't have any of these issues and everything will be back to normal. But
it's cool. I like this one though. I like how it's going so far. Honestly,
So,
I like it. It's nice.
we were going to talk about the little things in life that we're thankful for.
Right.
So did you want to
Yeah.
kind of address those real quick? You were going to rapid fire them before the whole...
Yeah, I was like, do you want me to rapid fire this?
No, I think we can just go with...
So...
maybe elaborate on it a bit.
Yeah. How many? 5 things or just things in general?
It can be 5. It can really just be kind of whatever. I'm really thankful for Myra right now.
Let's go. You want to go back and forth?
Sure, if you want, yeah.
Okay. You want me to go first? Cause
Yeah, well, you're the one who wanted to rapid fire,
Okay.
so I figured you have some.
I can hear it.
I know, I can hear it too.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, they can probably hear. I've heard her before in the previous podcast. Well, at least they kind of have some entertainment. If we get too boring, you got Myra in the background, like
We came here
spice it
from
up.
Myra.
Like people in the comments, like we don't care about you. We care about
Just
Myra.
record her voice.
Yeah. So the little things.
Great question, Adrian. The first thing, just no particular order, and this is not from like the most important to least. These are just things that
Right.
I have on a daily basis. First thing that I'm really grateful for, one thing that not a lot of people look into, but only the people that I'm really close to know this, is I'm really grateful for baked cookies. Fresh out of the oven cookies.
Well. Oh heck yeah!
That's something about it. It works on every occasion. You can decorate it. It makes everybody happy.
Yeah.
Something is so fulfilling about those nice. I like them right out of the oven, and it's just thank God.
Have you ever had like one of those cookies where it's just like almost goo?
Just goo, like.
Well, like it's still got the shape of a cookie, but it just like melts.
Yeah.
As you eat it, like.
Yeah, like right out of the oven.
Yeah. Like it's not hot enough to like scald you or anything, but it's like hot enough where it's like
Yeah.
This is legit.
Like it's like putty. Ooh.
It's like Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. Yeah.
But yeah.
It's fun.
I can totally get down with that.
Your turn.
Cookies.
That was my first one. Your first one.
Yeah, little things. I'm really appreciative. I know that this is not something that like I can change. It's just sort of like a default in life. But I'm really appreciative for sunrises.
Ooh.
Just how cool they look.
Yeah.
Sunrises and sunsets. Like just the fact that even exists like makes me smile. Like in the morning, if I wake up early enough to see the sunrise, it's almost like this little token gem you get in the morning for waking up early. It's like, thanks, I woke up early and I get to see this cool sunrise.
That's a good one.
So I like, and they're different every single day, so you're kind of woken up with this different masterpiece every single day, I really like that, yeah. Sunrises,
Sunrise and sunsets. They're very pretty too.
Oh yeah.
Right? Sweet. That's a good one. So cookies, sunrise. Another thing, second thing, that was our first one. Cookies and sunrise and sunsets. The second thing I'm grateful for is I guess this is kind of a combination, my iPod, and with that, like my little earbuds or headphones or whatever. Because for that reason being, I can't...
Christian likes music.
I love music.
Oh, yeah.
And this is so... Because I've had a lot of... The friends that I've met, like whether if that was like... I remember even elementary school. I still talk to people that I've met over songs that we've shared, or like, hey, you listen to this song? Like, yeah, I do. Or, just friendships along the way. And I think music in general is it's a great way to connect with other people. It's a great mood booster.
Yeah,
and
it's a great bonding tool. If you are listening to a song and someone's like, hey, I've heard that song, immediate icebreaker right there.
Yeah, yo, it's fire, yo. Sorry,
this
kids.
is, as the cool kids would say, lit.
Litty in the litty.
Oh,
okay.
Are you gonna finish that
Your
sentence,
turn.
bro?
Your turn. Your turn.
Sorry.
Your turn.
I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. So, along with that, what did I say? Sunrises and sunsets are something that I really enjoy.
That's one.
Gosh, little things every day. I don't want to say something like too ridiculous, like breath or something like that.
Hey, whatever.
Breathing.
Yeah, just whatever you're grateful for. It's what you're grateful for.
Yeah, I think I'm always appreciative that I'm like able-bodied.
Oh,
Like I don't have any like physical disabilities that would prevent me from doing any of the things that I like running or lifting weights or doing more physical activities that demand that you be in like good shape. I'm thankful that I don't have any like issues to the extent where I can't use my legs or my hands, or I have breathing problems or something like that. The fact that I can kind of just do things the way I please, physically. I mean, it's always a nice feeling knowing that you're up to the challenge. If like someone says, hey, you want to go on a hike, you don't have to second guess that. You're like, yeah, I'm down to go for a hike, right? It's
like
just,
you can still do those things.
Yeah, like you're able. So I think that just being able to be in a good physical health is something I always am happy to wake up and appreciate.
It's something that a lot of people overlook too, even when they come across some people they know or people that they see. Mm-hmm. It's really unfortunate. Well, for me at least, because I can admit to this, but it's only when I see people with people, or even on TV shows or on television or something like that, where they have like those disabilities, whether if that's something wrong with the legs or the arms or something, anything like that, or even in the mind.
Oh yeah.
It's really unfortunate that that's what makes us realize that, well, I'm grateful that I have this. But
it was really weird the first time I saw an amputee. I think it was my great-grandfather or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my great-grandfather. And it was the day he died. He was like dying on his bed, and we were all there to see him. And I remember he took off the covers because he was lying down in bed. He was like going to do something. And he took off the covers, and I just like saw that, like, it just this stump. Like,
on the leg.
Like it was his knee and then just nothing. Mm-hmm. And I remember, because I was like a little kid when I saw that, so I didn't really register. Like, I didn't have the concept that some people were missing limbs, like I didn't know that was a thing. So when I saw that for the first time, I remembered like looking down at my leg and then his leg, like looking back and forth and saying, like, what the, it was just a weird thing. So, definitely appreciative of that every day.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. So you got cookies, sunrises,
music, like your iPod and stuff like that.
And then
having a physical
ability.
Yeah, being physical.
That's a good one. Man, we're getting some good ones in.
Getting some clean advice.
The third one, I'd say probably our cameras, that we have something to document.
Oh, heck yeah.
Document our lives. Because looking back, like when we were recording those videos in 8th grade, I just thought at the time, I'm thinking what I'm doing right now, like this is just every day. But looking back, I'm so glad I have that camcorder, because I just look back on those memories with the Mr. Horning bingo and our original sessions.
Marcelo Smith,
my interview with Marcelo Smith.
That's such a classic video at this point.
Yeah, so hey, if you're watching this, Marcelo, I'm glad you're here.
Marcelo, if you are watching this, you better reach out to us, bro. We need to make content.
What if he already started his own podcast? He's talking about us.
Does he have a podcast?
I don't know. Probably not. Maybe he does. Marcelo is a friend of ours.
Marcelo is so cool that he probably has a podcast that has millions of viewers. But like
not that much.
No, but they don't know that it's him. He's like this anonymous figure. But it's really Marcelo Smith.
That's the greatest shame.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa, we said at the same time.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyways.
Okay, your turn.
Okay.
Dang it, Adrian.
No, wait, no, it's not my turn.
Yeah,
it's your turn.
I said.
Wait, yeah, cameras.
Sorry,
my bad. Yeah, cameras. Let's see. What else? So many things. I think I already said, being like physically able, so I guess I would also kind of go along with health. So I'm not gonna say
good health.
Yeah, good health is good. But that I think that kind of goes along with the good physicality as well. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna repeat that. I think that having just my shoes. Honestly, my shoes.
Yeah.
Because there have been so many places that I've been wearing my shoes, because I'm not the kind of person who like changes their shoes all the time, because it's kind of hard to find shoes in my size. But like the pair of shoes that I have right now, I mean, I've gone pretty far in them. Like I've hiked peaks with them and stuff like that. I've gone camping. I've been to other parts of the world with them. I mean, like that's what's gotten me to so many different places, and I love traveling.
Yeah.
And a lot of the places Spain, I travel, I end up traveling on my feet.
Yeah.
So having just a good pair of sneakers to traverse the landscape, that's always been something I've been thankful for. Except for when we went biking that one time
in the mud.
In the mud, yeah.
Yeah, that was
rough.
An accident. I do apologize for that, but hey, it's a learning experience, and I'm grateful for that learning experience.
Yep.
The cringe is real.
The cringe is real.
How many was that? 3?
That's that was kind of
cookie, sunrise, music, bodily function.
Bodily function. You could not have worded that worse.
And shoes.
Shoes.
So that was 6.
A pair of sneakers.
3 for each. Fourth.
Fourth.
Cuatro. El cuatro cosa para yo es. Yo pienso que.
You know what? I just got one for you. Knowing how to speak Spanish.
Okay. Being able to communicate in language.
Yes.
I can be able to communicate. The fact that I can talk right now.
It's pretty awesome.
It's cool. We can do this podcast. You know, you can convey your mood. You can convey your mood to others.
Oh, you know what?
I'm talking.
This is what I'm thankful for is YouTube.
Oh yeah, what
'Cause
we're doing right now.
Yeah, what we're doing right now. I think that's awesome that we have the ability and everyone else also to just sort of make mini movies or any content they want really and just put it out there for people.
Yeah.
You know, because that wasn't always something that people were able to do. I mean, you had to be way higher up to get a camera of all things, and like, you know, cameras were only recently invented in the grand scheme of things. So I mean, you know, the ability that anyone can just record what they want and, you know, give it to the whole world essentially. I mean, that's,
for everyone to share.
Yeah, that's pretty. YouTube it's definitely
cool.
one.
YouTube.
Yeah,
we're grateful for YouTube.
except for when they censor us and demonetize us
Yeah,
and
that's
do
when
copyright
we hate
claims.
YouTube.
And
Bam, we're switching to Bing.
have you ever seen those memes, or not really memes, but they're like comments and videos where there's like you're watching some crazy video and it's like what was it? Isn't it that one like John Wick soundtrack video that both of us has watched?
With the comic thing?
Yeah.
It looks like it's a comic, like a Japanese comic or something.
Yeah. And so John Wick soundtrack, and at the bottom of it it was like Google how to deal with bullies, like ask, you know, and then it was like talk to your teachers, you know, talk to your you know, parents or whatever, and then it was just like Bing, and it's like the John Wick. Like, I like those memes.
Yeah, I remember that. That was when your room looked different, huh?
Oh yeah, huh? That's before.
When the thing was over there.
Yeah.
This was a closet bed.
I like how people can't even visualize.
Yeah,
what
we're just pointing everywhere.
We're
just
pointing.
assume that we're in Adrian's room.
Just assume that you are in an L-shaped void.
Bing.
Okay, what else? That was me.
4, right?
That's 4 for me.
Okay, let's list. Yeah.
Okay, that's you.
Cookies,
what did I say?
sunset, music.
Well, what did you do? What
body
were all
fat.
of yours?
Mine was cookies, warm cookies, iPod, and shoot. I think. Oh, dang it! No. Hang on. Oh, cameras. Cookies, iPod, camera,
Cameras.
and the ability to like communicate.
Communicate. Yeah, mine was sunrises. What you call it? What was it? Being physically able.
Yeah.
My shoes.
YouTube.
So one more for each of us.
Okay, if we're getting into a more meaningful one, I'm grateful for
Uncharted territory.
Yeah, exactly. The people. I'm grateful for all the influences in my life, whether that's you or my mom. If you're listening, hi mom, love you. And just the teachers we met along the way. It was Campos, Feinstein, the friends that we met. You know,
people, I guess. Yeah.
I'm grateful that there's people that encourage us to be better than we are, because it's not like we just have. For us personally, it's not like we just have people that everyone we know hates us and just wants us to fail. There's people that take care of us and want us to succeed in what we do and take the time to watch what we make. So I'm
totally
grateful for you guys, because you guys are just straight up awesome. I'm just going to tell you that. I love all you guys. Like
bosses.
Right
Complete savages.
Exactly. Your turn.
Well, I think the last thing I'm thankful for, that because this does happen quite often, at least in my life, but I know it happens in other people's lives as well, as through just bad times, rough patches, you know. I'm always thankful for, you know, in hindsight, of the worst things that I've gone through, you know, in life. I'm always thankful for those, because you learn the most, generally speaking, when you're going through it the worst, you know, because that's when you know, have the most growth, you have the most self-realization. I'm always looking back to the harder times for wisdom to draw on, or, you know, advice, you know, that I could give myself that's applicable to the future, you know, just stuff like that.
So like being able to turn to previous times and applying them.
Basically taking wisdom out of the hard times. And so in that
being
sense,
able to see that.
Yeah, in that sense, being thankful for those difficult times that, you know, everyone faces.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sweet. So,
nice.
Adrian, because we were kind of talking about this before the cameras went on, before we started recording. What is one way that is easy for you to be grateful for things?
What is one way for you to be easier to be?
Yeah, or what's a way that, like a little exercise or any, or like thought process that helps you to remember to just, hey, I'm realized that I'm really glad I have this, because that's something we can all use in our lives.
Oh yeah,
realizing that there's plenty of things to be grateful for.
Yeah, an appreciative mentality. I think that what we talked about earlier is effective. I think that writing stuff down is it really is an easy way, because if you just tell yourself, hey, I want to remember to be grateful for this, we're forgetful beings, you know. I mean, it is better to write stuff down. But I think another thing is, if you have a social media or Instagram, or if you have or if you're just really just into photography or something like that, it is beneficial to take pictures of places that you've been and special moments and stuff like that, because it's easy to also look back on those pictures as little moments to be thankful for. You know, so I've always found that looking back at old photos, you start reminiscing about old times. You start thinking about all the things that you learned, or all the good lessons and stuff like that.
So documenting that stuff.
Yeah, I think documenting in any way, not just writing, but also in, you know, nowadays a lot of people have fun, just simple photography or, you know, home videos, something like that. And I think that's a good way to do it.
Looking back on that stuff.
Yeah.
And kind of, that was a good one.
Yeah, I think that's
try
one.
That out.
What about you? Do you have like any other? Because I know we already talked pretty extensively about your methods, but like, do you have any like new ones that you've tried out? Or
well, the main one that wasn't even mine. I heard this from someone. I forgot where, but it was the easiest way to remember to find things that you're grateful for is for just anything. Just to try to think of what life would be like without that thing in your life. Or if things were a little bit different. Like for me, you know, I'm grateful. I mean, I go to school every day, and sometimes it can be a drag, just being like essays, but I'm grateful. Essays. Yeah, because some people, and then I look back and I think, you know, some people really just don't have the opportunity that I have. So while it's not like 100% all fun and games,
right,
I'm in the end, I still wouldn't trade it, because that's, you know, it's still something that will help me to figure out what I want to do with my life, and there's many different things from there. So little things like that just help for sure.
I think that also looking at other people and seeing where they're coming from, you know, are good ways to sort of gauge yourself, you know. And obviously this isn't to say that you should spend more time looking at other people, you know, because obviously if you spend too much time looking outside, you know, you're never going to notice what's going on with you, you know. So it is important to keep that balance of making sure that you're okay, people around you are okay, and that you're looking towards good role models. But I mean, if you're able to maintain that balance, which to be honest isn't too difficult once you kind of have the mental capacity for it. You know, just keeping a balanced life of focusing on yourself and other people around you. I mean, if you're, you know, a really good way to be grateful for things is to give gifts to people, I found.
Oh, just straight up gifts?
Or just do favors for people. Just something random and unexpected.
Oh, something kind and contributing to them. Like,
not even for, because obviously a very obvious example would be for a holiday or someone's birthday. But just when you do something random, like on no particular day, for no particular reason, you just decide, hey, you know, I'm going to do something for this person, you know, that they didn't ask for, that they don't know about. I'm just going to do it just for the heck of it. And I think that when you start doing things like that, you can kind of get that mentality of, you know, good things happen because of, you know, good people. So gratitude happens because people are grateful for those good things. So you should be one of those good people who does the good things. Be the reason
why people see the good in the world.
Be one of the reasons that people are grateful for things. And I think that you can kind of...
That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, that's kind of where I would look at it. That's kind of where my perspective would be. You know, don't be a part of the problem, be a part of the solution by just sort of, you know, giving as much as you can, and also making sure that you're good, your family's good, but also taking time to do some good for other people, you know, who might not expect it, you know. Yeah. I think that's one way.
Did you practice that beforehand?
No, I just did it on the spot.
Don't be part of the problem, be part of the solution.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. Adrian.
I don't practice anything. Stop. I just wing it. I wing it all. It's just what I do.
That's a bad pun.
That is a bad pun.
This video is also sponsored by the Lego Batman movie. The new
Oh,
one's
absolutely.
coming
Every
out.
day. You know what? Every single video that you see by us is sponsored by the Lego,
Lego
Batman movie.
There is a hidden Lego Batman somewhere in each of our videos.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wait. I'm supposed
Adrian,
to go with this.
dang it. Dang it.
Hey. That's...
What the
Okay.
heck?
We're moving on
What
from
just
that.
happened?
I don't know. You know what's funny? None of us stopped. We just looked at each other as we said, dang it, dang it, dang it. Oh, God.
What just happened?
Dude, I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, God.
I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Calm down. Okay.
Oh,
okay. Wow. This is just going downhill so fast. Ew. What was that sound? You made that sound.
What? I thought it was funny, so I clapped my hands.
So
Dang it.
bad. We were on such a good note. Went downhill.
Everything was good until the Smurfs came.
Are you talking about the drug?
What?
Smurf.
There's
You
a
mean the
drug
blue
called
people?
Smurf? Yeah, I mean the blue.
Yeah.
Wait, what drug is called Smurf?
There's a drug called Smurf.
Oh, don't do it.
It was on a TV show that my mom watched.
Oh, cool.
Or was it called Smurf? It was actually a weird mix of like marijuana and like some other weird leaf, agave.
Some other weird leaf.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay.
But yeah, we're talking about the character. Sorry, but hey, everything aside, that was a good process.
Nice.
So let's recap, kids. What
Guys,
did we learn today?
let's think about this for a moment. That's Miss Frizzle the Sizzle.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like Miss Frizzle.
Oh, Miss Frizzle's cool. She's also a maniac, but whatever.
Yeah. Hey, the maniacs are always cool.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for those maniacs, as well as I'm grateful for you guys listening. Should we do the recap, or should we do the... Oh, I already forgot what I was going to say.
Christian, this is why we can't have nice things. This is why we can't be grateful
Let's
for
recap.
anything in life.
What did we just talk about today? Tonight.
Tonight. Gratefulness.
Okay, what about it?
We talked about... so we're just recapping kind of what we went over.
Yeah, or just like...
Yeah, so
just
pretty
go
much
into
we
it. Doesn't
talked
have to be the
about...
end, just...
Yeah, no. Just to kind of summarize, I guess.
Yeah.
We talked about to be grateful for the little things in life, to not necessarily always go for the big thing, but also just little things like that. Also, just ways to express gratitude or to receive gratitude, stuff like that. Doing kind things for people and being part of the solution to people who are a bit more, perhaps selfish or take disregard for other people. And I mean, in Spark Notes terminology, that's pretty much what we talked about. Yeah. Anything else that we want to discuss for this podcast?
Why is it so important to be... Okay, let's just do a little bit of roleplay here.
Okay.
Have you seen Monster House?
Unfortunately, yes.
You're the old guy and I'm Chowder.
Oh, come on.
And say we're friends. It's at that point in the movie where we're friends.
Well, spoiler alert.
And
yikes.
I'm just hanging out. I'm kicking it with you on your porch. And I'm like, hey.
You could not have worded that weird.
I'm like, hey, Mr. Nebbercracker, Mr. Neb Money, and Dog. Why is it so important to be grateful? Like, what's the point of appreciating everything when it's just going to be gone anyway?
Oh, what's the point of appreciating things because they're... so like, this is existentialism at its finest.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah, well, I guess the main reason to be grateful for things, even though nothing is necessarily permanent, is because that nothing is permanent. I mean, it's because, things have an end, so you have to appreciate them while they're there. And the knowledge that they're not going to be there forever is exactly why you would want to, be grateful for it and appreciate it while it's there and make the most of it.
That was crazy. You rehearsed that?
No, I didn't. You just asked that question right now.
Dude. So
I just read a lot.
He does. He does read a lot. Congrats to Adrian.
Thanks.
Or props to Adrian, not congrats to you. Props to Adrian. We had another point. What do we want to make? We talked about the things we're grateful for.
Yes.
How to be grateful for them. We did a little bit of role play for you guys. We had an intermission.
All that good stuff.
All that stuff. And we talked about traditions,
yes.
Things that we do in the beginning.
Yeah. So this is like mid-November and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I know
15th.
that we're getting into the winter months, I guess, in the Game of Thrones terminology. Winter is coming. But do you have any plans for, I guess, because I know that both of us were off for winter break. You know what? I'm not off for Thanksgiving break. Are you?
I don't think I have a Thanksgiving break.
No, me neither. But we do have the end of the year break, for Christmas or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's winter, but we're gonna say Christmas. So
yeah. Well, you guys, hey, and all you high school students, and even the ones in middle school and elementary,
yeah,
you guys have break. I didn't realize how many breaks we had. Breaks on Friday. We got out at like 1:00. We had breaks like every other week.
It's ridiculous.
But we didn't realize it.
So if you think that you have it bad, man, wait for college. But anyways,
then yeah, to the people that are older than us, I'm grateful that we have breaks because most of y'all are working like really hard. So thank you.
So do you have any plans regarding those breaks, because obviously we're not getting one this year that like we usually would, but I mean, is there anything that like you and your family generally speaking do no matter what?
That's because coronavirus really does throw a wrench in everything.
It does, yeah.
Because last year we had a family party at one of my T the Bev's house.
Yeah, go to Senioritis channel and you can see.
Yeah, Adrian made a great thumbnail for that. Thank you again. I'm grateful for that thumbnail.
I see what you did there. Actually, I don't like the thumbnail. We're gonna have to redo it.
Well, okay. Well, anyways, I usually go to a family thing, but now actually my mom and I were talking about this on our bike ride a few days ago, and we're just thinking
Christian getting after it with those bike rides.
Hey,
man.
you know what? Despite the midst of all this craziness, you got to show coronavirus that you're still human.
Yeah.
Go out. Go for a walk. Do something.
Oh, totally go out for a walk.
Go for a walk.
Go for a run.
Bike. Anything.
Go
just get
poke
out
a
of
snake.
that house.
I don't care.
Poke a snake. Eat a snake.
Or dissect
No, okay,
a snake.
don't eat a snake. Hey,
no,
we're not supposed to endorse that. Sorry, I forgot this is still on YouTube. You know what? No, you're right.
Dissect a
Just
snake.
be
That's
honest.
what I did.
You know what? Eat a snake, but make sure it's not poisonous, and make sure it has some barbecue on it. Grill it.
Well, it's venomous.
The main thing is to make use of, to still find the small light in everyday things. So that's what we're trying to do right now is maybe we'll probably just end up staying home, or maybe we'll visit some family for a few days in Oregon and then come back. But it's really, we're in that phase right now where we're just trying to figure out what to do, because it really is, you really have to, your options are limited. It's more limited now than ever because everything's all shut down. But yeah, that's just ours. We're still in the planning phases. What about La Kiswani's?
Well, generally speaking, we celebrate Christmas just at our house. We don't go anywhere or celebrate it with family. It's just me and my family. So there's never been that issue of like extended family coming and visiting. That's never really happened. So I think that it's not going to be too dissimilar this year than it is in other years. But I think that it is going to be weird, because I know what you call it, Mr. Faubert and his family, because obviously my mom works for him, so we kind of know their family. And
our principal.
Yeah, one time he was our high school principal, and him and his family came with a few other people, and they sung carols at our front door when Myra was like a little baby, and Myra didn't know what was going on, so we were just kind of holding her, and she was hearing the music, and it was like a really nice pure image, and with coronavirus, it's kind of sad that those images might not be seen as much, but I think that one of the key factors of any holiday where you're feeling gratitude or appreciation for things, religious or not, is tested during those times,
Yeah.
So I think that especially with coronavirus, we're gonna have to. Some people might be challenged to pick the good out of it, because it's easy. It's really easy with coronavirus to just blame everything on the virus, and not take any responsibility for why you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
So I think that it might be beneficial for people to be more grateful this year than any other year prior.
That's good.
Going forward.
Yeah, if one thing this year's taught us anything, it's that we really have no other choice but to find, you can rather grow from it or die from it. Like a plant.
Yeah.
Grow from it, see the positives, and come out of this better than before, or don't.
Or just die.
Which we don't recommend, but...
I mean, it's an option, but I mean, you don't really get to live if you die, so it's kind of like,
what's the
what
point
are you doing?
So let's recap, children.
If you could see the facial expressions that we're making to each other right now, like we're just like,
this is our first episode without video. Well, without half video.
Half video. Yeah, the first part has video. Second part is just audio, but don't worry, it won't be like that next time around.
Next time it'll be full audio, no video.
No, it'll be back to normal. And I think our next episode is the 22nd, and we do have some exciting news for the week of the 22nd. Christian and I are going camping.
Camping
And
outdoors.
that should be, actually, as far as we know right now, that is projected to be the first video that goes up on our, the first
that's right.
real adventure video that goes up on the 55 Pure channel. We already have 2 reaction videos up on that channel of reacting to some of our old work. But as far as new content is concerned, we are planning on making something regarding the camping trip.
Big.
So,
that's.
keep a
Are we
lookout
gonna
for
be?
that.
Are we gonna make a? Are we gonna record another podcast that weekend or?
we are, what you call it? So we record the podcast. Right. It comes out the 22nd, right? So we're probably gonna record the podcast like a day before that. So,
okay.
Yeah, we'll have a podcast pretty much right before and a few days after the trip. So
this week is blowing by. It's already blowing by so fast.
I know.
It's gonna be Christmas next month.
It's gonna be Christmas soon.
Or holidays next month. I don't know. I keep forgetting that there's
Christmas.
holidays, Christmas. We prefer Christmas, but hey, it's gonna be. It's the holiday season.
I had to do it. Yeah, I had to end it like that, you know.
All right, children.
Hello, children.
Let's recap again.
Yeah.
Recap, no cap. Let's do this.
No capping.
We learned about ways to be grateful. We learned about traditions and things that we're going to do.
Yes.
We learned about things we are grateful for. We did a little role play there of why being grateful is important.
Yes. Monster House of all things.
Yeah, exactly. Monster House is a great Christmas movie. I watched that. This video is also sponsored by them.
Christmas movie?
We talked about our sponsors. Thank you guys for sponsoring us.
Yes, Lego Batman movie. Thank you so much.
You know,
actually, if there are any sponsors out there, hit us up.
Hit us up.
Like,
we would love to sponsor you.
What type of sponsor would you be grateful for? Like, what is one sponsor that you would love to have on this channel that we'll probably never get?
Grammarly.
Grammarly? Oh, hell no.
Grammarly for an audio podcast.
They're like, how to edit your audio with like, oh no.
The main thing is we also like to say thank you guys for tuning into our show, for all of you guys for the tune in, that take the time out of your day to watch this or listen to this. We're honestly really grateful because, you know, we also been getting quite a few people emailing us and contacting us about things that we should talk about with our upcoming episodes. So thank you guys. You guys know who you are. But honestly, thank you guys so much for contributing throughout whatever you do, throughout emailing us, contacting us, or just giving us all your support, because we really appreciate it. And again, all our contact stuff will be down below.
Totally.
Our Instagram or email.
If you have any questions that you would like to see answered on this podcast, or even if it's not really a question, but just a topic that you'd like us to go over, it doesn't have to be anything particular. It can be literally anything you want.
Literally anything.
Send it our way. Again, Instagram handles will be in the description as always. Our email is on the About Us page on our channel homepage, and then also our website has a contacts info page on it that you can also get our email, 55purefilms@gmail.com. If you want to send us stuff there, we will check that and get right back to you.
Yeah, this is all for you guys. Kind of. Mostly this is all for you guys. So just keep
we get to talk and you guys get to listen, and we all get to have a good time.
Yahoo! Sorry. Restart. Let's just leave this whole thing.
Could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Could save you 15 minutes or more.
No, not 15 minutes.
Can save you 15% can save you 15 minutes.
15 minutes could save you 50% or more on car insurance.
Same thing.
No.
They're both even numbers.
No.
Both even numbers. Adrian, do you just want to Bible this up? What Bible verse do we have for today?
Oh, you know what, Christian? We got a saucy one. We've got in the Book of Proverbs. Chapter 1, verse 5.
All right.
If you want to turn there.
I am there.
We are going to read out of Proverbs.
The whole verse
chapter
5?
1. Yes, whole verse 5. Chapter 1, verse 5. And Book of Proverbs.
Holy. All right. Oh, wait. Yo, never mind. It's not that big. All right, let's do it.
Oh, did you find it already?
Wait, this one, right? It goes from here to here.
Is it chapter 1 of Proverbs?
Yeah, you can fit all that?
No. Chapter 1 of Proverbs, verse 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry. Come on. I was thinking chapter 5, like the whole chapter.
No. Chapter 1, verse 5.
This is the whole New Testament. And put that in the video. All right, let's do it.
Okay. I actually have 2 verses today because I think that they're equally good, because we did talk for a little while.
Yeah.
First of all is verse 5 in chapter 1. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. So, I mean, that's just pretty sound advice. If you're wise, you're going to hear people out, you're going to increase your knowledge, and if you have understanding, you're going to end up spending time with smart people and just kind of increasing your knowledge by wise counsels, as it says. Next one is in chapter 3 of Proverbs, same book, chapter 3, verse 13.
Okay.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. So, I mean, that's pretty simple.
Nice.
If you find wisdom, you find understanding, you will be fulfilled, you will be happy. So that's what we should strive for. We should strive for gratitude, for understanding, for wisdom, in all these areas of our lives. And that is one way to attain happiness, is through the truth. So there you go.
Awesome.
There are your Bible verses for the day.
If that resonated with you guys, hopefully it did. Let us know what you guys are planning on doing for this Thanksgiving month.
Yes.
Also, comment down below
all that stuff.
Your favorite thing to do during this month.
Yes.
And why.
Yeah.
And the first person that goes into great detail, the one that has the best answer, we will give a shout out. No one comments on our stuff.
I love how we just make this up as we go along. We're just... Oh,
look,
man.
if you guys are watching this, if you comment down below the best answer, if you guys are listening to this, the person that has the best answer down below that we feel like is really heartfelt, we will give you guys a shout out, and we'll figure out something else. But we need more people to comment. Oh no. Okay.
Also, you know what? I do want to say this right now. You guys have been amazing with your feedback. We've gotten a lot of really good responses to this podcast, and a lot of people seem to be enjoying it and watching it based on the views that we're getting on our videos. Of course, comparative to other YouTubers, it's relatively nothing right now, but we really appreciate it. So to anyone out there who enjoys this podcast and you think that someone else might enjoy it as well, definitely share it with them. Spread this podcast around to different people so that more people can hear what we have to say. If you think that it's worth their while. And we love to interact with you guys. So definitely make sure that you're sending us in comments, topics, etc. And with that,
we just say, is it nighttime or morning?
Well, I guess anyone could be watching
we just
the same
say so
time.
Long. Thank you guys for tuning in to episodio 6 and Arte de la Awesomeness channel. Thank you guys for tuning in, and you'll just figure out. Tune in next time when we talk about something even more interesting than this one that just might change your life.
Now that is a cliffhanger if I have ever heard it.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Yeah. Next podcast. By this podcast coming out, you should be 19, and by the time the next podcast comes out, I will be 18. So there you go.
We will be full-fledged adults, and we can buy our own house. Thank you guys for tuning in. Adrian, any last words?
No, I don't think so. Thank you everyone for watching The Art of Awesomeness, episode 6. We'll see you all in the next episode.
All right. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Wait.
Cool.
Wait. There's an extra hour of runtime.
It's just like us talking.
Yo, this sucks. Yo.
I don't want to be here.
This is my real voice.
What voice, boy? A squeaky door.
I feel like a Canadian Jimmy Chung.
Oh, wait, what?
Wow, it's still recording. My social security number is 209.
She